Primal coming to you here with another video. This time it's a comparison on range with the Spektrum DX4S and the Futaba 4PLS. Basically how I have it set up here is using the same type of method that YouTube user KillerRC used. I was actually speaking to the guy. He's a really nice guy. He's over the guy who makes the KillerRC kill switches. I'm basically using his idea in the video. I have both receivers hooked up to the same battery. I'm using the KillerRC LiPo battery. The receivers I'm using are the ones that come right out of the box with both radios. It's the Spektrum SR410 and the Futaba R34SB. This one's a telemetry, this one is not, but doesn't matter because we're not testing the telemetry, we're just testing the range on both radios. I've got my iPhone here set up to read the distance. Let me just zero that. And back here I have the camera set up on this small tripod so that we can see the distance. It's going to be a little hard seeing the light. I'm going to have to watch out for it because the light here is very faint on the Spektrum. On the Futaba it's just a green light and it flashes red when it loses signal. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. I don't think this will show up too well on the video. Over here on the radios, the Spektrum is going to have a bit of an advantage. Let me just flip these on. The battery here is reading 6.1 volts, and over here on the Futaba it is reading 5.2 volts. So the Spektrum has fresher batteries in it, so I hope it doesn't affect much the test here. Basically what I'm going to do is just walk as straight as I can down this way into that field over there until the receivers cut out. I'm not sure which of these radios is going to win. I imagine I'm going to get the same distance on either one. If I'm off by a couple feet on each receiver, then I'm not going to fault either one. But if it's a major difference, then we clearly have a winner. I'm not going to bother comparing these two radios in the future because I'm never going to use most of the features on these radios. One thing I am finding on the Futaba here is that the menu is a little bit, I wouldn't say harder, I'm just maybe not used to it. I found the Spektrum, the menus were a little bit easier to navigate through. Maybe I'm just more used to this one than I am with the Futaba. But so far I am liking it, but I haven't tested out in RCs yet, so we'll see how it does in the future. Alright, so let's see how we do. Alright, so both receivers are on right now. I can see the Futaba has got a green light, and the Spektrum, the very faint light it has, is also on. Like I said, it would be hard to see that Spektrum light on the camera, but I can verify that it is on. So let's go for our walk. Now I'm not going to record the whole thing. I'm going to cut some of this out because who the heck wants to watch me walk? Who knows how far I'm going to have to go before these receivers cut out. Alright, so now I am 207 meters away from the radios, and I can verify that both receivers are still receiving a signal. Alright, so I'm now at 248 meters, and I'm not sure if the Spektrum is flashing there because it's such a faint light, but it is blinking rapidly, but I'm not sure yet if it has lost range. The Futaba light is still green, so I'm gonna just keep walking and see what happens. Alright, so I'm now at 312 meters, and both radios have lost signal. The Futaba is red, and the Spektrum, the light is no longer on. So it looks like it might be even. I'm going to walk back a bit and see what happens. Well, actually no, the Futaba is now kicked back on, so I'm right at the limit of the Futaba. and the Spektrum is off, but the Futaba, it's gone back to green actually. Alright, so my previous test didn't go so well. Start to see the light on the Spektrum receiver, so this time I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to walk with the radios and leave these here in the shade, and this way you'll actually be able to see the lights for yourselves. I'll be calling out every 100 feet my distance. My wife over here will tell me what the receivers are doing. Right now the receivers are the Futaba is red because the radio is off and the Spektrum is also off. So here I'm turning on the Spektrum, and you should be able to see the light there. It's very faint, but there it is. And here is the Futaba. It should turn green, and there is a green, a solid signal. Now as I walk away, you'll notice this Spektrum flashes. Not sure what that means. Actually, you can see it there. So this one either goes on or off. This one's a little bit more clear because it'll turn red once I get far away. Alright, so here we go.
I am now approaching 50 feet. I am now at 100 feet. I am now at 150 feet. And 200 feet now. Approaching 250. I am now at 300 feet, or about 100 meters, I guess. I don't know my conversion actually. 350 feet. How are the lights so far? I'm going to stop here at 375.
The Spektrum start blinking.
Is it blinking quickly or?
Quickly, yes.
And Futaba?
It's still green.
Alright, I'm at 400 feet. Not sure what the blinking on the Spektrum means, but as long as it doesn't shut off.
It's the same.
I am now at 500 feet. I'll walk a little slowly because I'm almost approaching at the limit that was there before. 550 feet. Right, I am at 600 feet. How are the lights doing?
The same. Spektrum blinking. Futaba is still green.
Alright, continue walking here. Now I'm walking in a straight line here, so I'm not going out and off on an angle or anything. I am at 700 feet. How are we doing with lights?
It's the same. Spektrum blinking. Futaba is still green.
I'm not sure what the Spektrum blinking means, but you're close by to it. stays solid, so I'm not sure. I am now at 750 feet. Almost at the limit where I reached before.
Is Spektrum turned off? The light is off.
Okay, I am at 800 feet, and the Spektrum has turned off. How about the Futaba?
It's still green, but the Spektrum came back, the light, but it's very slow. It's blinking very,
Okay.
very slow.
So at this point, I imagine the Spektrum would be blinking, and glitching. So 800 feet. I'm going to continue walking. Let me know when the Futaba turns red.
Okay, I will. The Spektrum is totally off right now. But
I'm at
come back.
830 feet.
The light is
All right.
back.
And 50 feet. I'm almost at the spot where I stopped last time.
Futaba start blinking and it's like a red and green line right now.
Alright, I'm at 886 feet, and I am almost approaching the limit of the Futaba. I'm going to walk slowly now. Let me know when it completely shuts off.
Okay. The Spektrum is completely off.
Okay.
And Futaba is blinking.
I am at almost 900 feet right now. How's the Futaba doing?
It's still blinking.
Alright, we're getting glitchy now. Actually, I've kind of surpassed the point I was at before. You still blinking?
Yes, it is still blinking.
I'm at 925 feet. Still blinking?
It's solid green right now.
The Futaba?
Yes.
Wow, it's
Now it start
950.
blinking again.
Okay, I'm on 962 feet. I imagine we're at the limit now. Right now, it's just like crazy. Let's see when it completely...
It's red now.
Alright, I'm on 907
It's
980.
It just turned green back again.
Alright, gotta walk a little more.
It's red. Futaba is red now. A solid red.
Alright, I am at 1,001 feet at the moment.
And its Spektrum is off.
And how the Futaba? Is it still red?
Futaba is red. A solid red right now.
Alright, so I'm at 1,001 feet. Let's put it 1,000 even. And that is the limit of the Futaba.
Alright, so that test went a lot better. From what I could tell, the Futaba had a little bit better range, maybe 100 feet further over the Spektrum. Who knows if it's the receiver or not. It's hard to tell with that receiver because of that blinking light, but you guys could see there on the video how it was doing. Any questions or comments about this test, leave it down in the comments box. Alright, till next time.